Welcome to the short training video about the indirect material request process. We will be looking at what our China tribers need to do whenever they need to raise an indirect material request to support manufacturing and business operations. At the end of this video, you'll be able to define what indirect materials are, understand the key steps that are relevant to indirect material requisitions in Music Tribe, learn the steps to raising your own indirect material request, and explain the indirect material request process workflow. Let's begin by describing what indirect materials are. Indirect materials are materials used in the production process but which cannot be linked to a specific product or job. They are not used as raw materials but make the production of goods or services possible, more efficient, or safer. Examples of indirect materials are cleaning supplies, disposable safety equipment, disposable tools, fittings and fasteners, glue, oil, and tape. Here are the 4 key steps that are relevant to indirect material requisition in Music Tribe. After a need for a material has been identified, an indirect material request is raised in SAP BPM. The IDM request goes through approval steps, and once fully approved, it will be assigned to the warehouse responsible in issuing the materials. Depending on the availability of the stocks at the warehouse, the team may proceed with a full goods issue or partially if they have low stocks. All non-available materials will be consolidated in the Buy IDM app, and the warehouse may update the quantity to buy depending on what's available, incoming, and forecasted quantities. Once the warehouse submits the consolidated request, a purchase request is automatically created. Depending on the material selected, the PR may split into PIR and non-PIR requests, which may require buyer's review. Let's see how these steps work in the company. The requester initiates the creation of the IDM request by logging into SAP BPM. From the main homepage, click on the Indirect Material application. Then, click on the plus button located at the bottom part of the navigation panel. Enter the details, nature, and purpose of the request by answering the why, who, and what fields. The requester and department fields have default values based on the requester's credentials. However, these fields can be changed by clicking this button. After completing the header section, proceed to the Material tab. This tab is used to provide material information. Click the plus button to enter a line. The Material field is an auto-suggest search field that allows the requester to search and select a material group from SAP. Click this button to select a material from the drop-down list. Alternatively, you may key in the specific material number in the field. The description field will have default values based on the material number information. The warehouse field will be auto-populated based on the assigned warehouse for the selected material. Enter the required quantity in the quantity field. The pending field will display the number of items which has not been delivered, while the delivered field will display the total number of items which has been delivered. In the forecast field, indicate the forecasted quantity for the material that will be needed in the next 3, 6, or 12 months. The delivery field is a date picker field that allows the requester to specify a delivery date for the material. Use the purpose field to indicate additional information or justification. Click this button to go back to the previous screen. Click on the plus button at the bottom of the details page to enter a new line. A warning icon indicates that there's missing information on the details page. Click on the line item to edit line details. Click on the X button to remove a line. Once all the relevant fields and tabs are accomplished, click on the Submit button. A message prompt will appear to confirm that the request has been submitted successfully. Please note that if the request contains materials that are assigned to multiple warehouses, the request will automatically split according to the assigned warehouse for each material. Also, the request number will include a letter at the end. Once the request has been submitted, the status changes to pending for approval. After submission, the request will go through a BPM process flow for review and approval. Here's the Indirect Material Request Process Flow Map. You may check the current assignee for your request from the Progress tab. Once the request has been approved by the HOD, it will flow to the assigned warehouse team for goods issuing. As the warehouse assignee, you will receive an email notification advising you to perform the indirect material goods issue. The email contains a link that allows you to access the task directly in SAP BPM. Alternatively, you may log in proactively to SAP BPM to view your task list. From the main homepage, click on the Inbox tile. Then, select the Indirect Material Issue tile. All pending requests will be displayed on the summary page. The requests are arranged from oldest to newest. Always ensure to process requests based on the order received. Under the Warehouse column, traffic lights will indicate availability of the materials. Green traffic light means that there's enough stock for the material and you're able to proceed with goods issue. Yellow traffic light means that there's low stock of the material and you're only able to issue the goods partially. Red traffic light means that there's no stock available for the material and you cannot issue any goods until new stocks come in. You can select the requests with the green and yellow traffic lights to perform the goods issue on. The action buttons are located at the bottom of the screen. Click on the Proceed button to perform goods issue for the request. Click on the Need Info button if you need the requester to cancel some of the materials or reduce the quantity. Click on the Cancel button if the requester wishes to cancel the request. For all non-available materials, the warehouse may raise an IDM buy request. From the main homepage, click on the Buy IDM application. Then, click on the plus button located at the bottom part of the navigation panel to create an auto draft for material consolidation. Under the Buy tab, the warehouse may adjust the buy quantity per material. Click on the line item to view available, incoming, and forecast quantity for the material. The list of related IDM requests can also be seen from this screen. Once the request has been submitted, the auto-created purchase requests can be seen under this tab along with the respective statuses. Once the new stocks come in, they will be received in a centralized warehouse and will be then transferred to the assigned warehouse based upon the material. For more training videos on SAP BPM, please log into Confluence and type the keywords SAP BPM Training in the search box at the top. Thanks for watching.